Good morning, everyone. Welcome. If this is your first time here, my name is April. This is the Frugal Planner channel, and welcome back if this is a return trip for you. Today I have my handy dandy wooden ruler, a couple of Crayola Colors of the World markers. I've got very light medium rose and medium deep rose, and the Uniball one. So yesterday I was talking about, I did a video for members, and I was talking about how I just need to set up today and work with today instead of trying to set up a whole week, because right now a weekly layout is just, it's not working for me at all, at all. So I'm going to show you a really quick way to do a daily spread in your spiral notebook. This takes not very long to set up. It looks really nice. It's super functional, but we're also going to add some of that necessary visual texture to make it so we want to go back into it and plan. Because I think the consensus is functional planner is amazing, but if there's nothing to it, if there's no color pop or there's no visual texture, it does make it more difficult to go back in and use the planner. So I'm going to take this lighter color, this light medium rose in the Crayola Colors of the World set, and I'm just going to go up here, and it's doodles. It's literally just, you make blobs of colors, almost like clouds that you're later going to fill in. And then I'm going to go do the same thing with the medium deep rose. I'm just going to do circles on this one. Easy peasy. Now, because it is Wednesday, I am also going to take this darker color and I'm going to write up here. Wednesday. And then down here, I am going to highlight every other row. I'm not going to do that last one. 2 reasons. I don't want to smudge that ink, and I don't need to go down that low. Getting low to the windows. It is way too early for that song. I am so sorry. I am on my second cup of coffee, but yowzers. Yowzers, I say. So then what I want to do, I want to have this section up here be checklists of things that I know I need to get done today. There is a list. That is the ice machine. It's supposed to be 98 degrees today, and for me that is personally a miserable temperature. I am not happy at that. So I just thought about this. I could do, instead of doing check boxes, I could do this. I could take my marker and go in here and do dots and then write down what I know I need to do. So why don't I do that? It's a little different view. And yes, I'm gonna fill in these once I get going. So patience is key here. Also, I will come up here because I think this is dry enough and do script. Wednesday. And it's gonna be July 16th. Just like that. Easy peasy. And then over here, I need to put film, the Frugal Planner channel. I also need to, we could go every other one. These aren't, I don't think they're enough difference that you're going to see it on camera. I mean, I see it here when I did the dots and filled them in. Yes, this will bleed through. Crayola markers will bleed through this 5-star notebook. So if you want to prevent bleed through, glue 2 pages together or just skip a page. And I know that seems the opposite of frugal, but again, if a planner is sitting on our shelf and we're not using it, that is less frugal than cutting down or gluing pages together, in my personal opinion. I give you permission to do that. If you want to glue your pages together, I'm okay with that. And yeah, use your notebooks the best way you can for yourself. So film, and then we're going to edit, upload, and schedule. There was something else I was thinking of right off the top of my head. Oh, yeah. And then I'm gonna sneeze. I'm so sorry. It was one of those lingering ones, excuse me. But like you breathe in and it's like a holding on, and you breathe in a little bit more and it's like maybe just one more breath in so your lungs are completely full of oxygen before we make you sneeze completely. My goodness. They have been cutting all the fields, and the pollen and seeds and everything is like hazing above the ground, and my allergies are like high-fiving themselves. They're like, we're in full effect, this is awesome. I'm like, this is not awesome, guys. Listen, allergies, yeah, they're crazy right now. All right, and then because these are more house related, I'm gonna pop over here and do another set of dots. I'm not sure why I tried to make that an N. Clean nest. No, I can't even say that word because it's not a word. But it was like, what is that? You know how we are always talking about having a cute layout that we go back to, or a pretty layout that we go back to, or colorful layout that we go back to. I have filled up 2 composition notebooks so far with documentation at work. It is my least favorite thing to do. I do not like documenting things. Like it just, it leaves a pit in my stomach. I just don't like doing it. But the alternative, if you've ever been in a work situation, you have to. Like there's no alternative. So I am always one to provide and bring receipts like nobody's business. Well, I've filled up 2 composition notebooks, so I need a third one, and so I'll show you. These are, oh no, did I not put them up here? No, I didn't. Hold on, they're in a different place. Hold on. I'm coming back, I promise. So I have filled in this one, and then I filled in this one. But did you document it? So they are like super bulky, and so I need a third one. But I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, I didn't really plan that very well because these don't really go together. So I think for the time being, I'm just gonna pop in this notebook for doing that, and then I might transfer it over because I do like it to look nice. But then again, when you're documenting, you want it to look as, I guess, authentic as possible. So keeping them in their original notebooks is important. And I could always like take these out and glue them in or whatever. But I was thinking about when I was doing this, because I was writing documentation, it is true that if something looks nice and is aesthetically pleasing, I will go back to it more often than otherwise. So yeah, let me know. Do you have a job where you do documentation all the time, or some of the time, or never? Have you ever? All right, and so I need to do the UC Art report today, and then I need to make sure and figure out a report to run PMAs. Question mark. And then I think that is it for both work and home until later this evening. And we're gonna go back over here. Wes and I are gonna do a walkabout in the garden. Our beans and peas are going crazy. So I think tonight for dinner I'm gonna do stir fry just because that is the easiest thing to do with a bunch of vegetables. He also has a track that he created. It's a dirt bike track, but we talked last night. I said, you know, I need some place that I can go and walk that's outside. And so he's gonna clean that up today with the tractor and kind of get it all put back together and put like a workout circuit out there. I don't know what it's gonna look like, otherwise I would tell you. So he's gonna do that today. And then I didn't eat dinner again last night, so I'm gonna put, as much as I want to have stir fry, if it's gonna be 99 or 98 degrees tonight, I'm thinking a green smoothie. It has spinach, avocado, banana. Is there anything else in it? Spinach, banana, avocado, that's it. Those three things. And you just throw it in the blender. Everything's frozen. So you put a little bit of water in there. It tastes really good. It looks like swamp water, but it tastes so good, I promise. What was the other thing I needed to put in here? Oh, YouTube. Hold on. I am gonna do that. I'll do that here. So I'm gonna draw a box and then I'll outline this. So we've got, I'll let it cool off. I always say that, I'll let it cool off. No, I'll let it sink in. I'll let it soak in the paper. So YouTube, I have schedule members. And then I'll go back in here and just make that so that it shows up better. And I think I will do that with the dots as well. I'll just circle them. I feel like this grounds them a little bit better on the page, makes them look more intentional. Do you have to do this extra step? Absolutely not. Does it look good without it? Yes, absolutely. And then down here, I'm just gonna write notes or thoughts. Bless you. He sneezes every time we're live, although so do I now. Maybe we're both allergic. Okay, so in here to do the, actually I'm gonna put another one in here because I just realized we didn't use up a lot of that space. Okay, so I'm gonna take my pen and in this one I'm just gonna do a bunch of scribbles like that. And then in here, I'm just gonna do a spiral. Spiral. Clouds. Spiral. See how that looks like a bunch of really cool flowers? And they're super duper fast, super duper easy. You can make them any color you want. If your spread isn't going to be these colors, you can do it whatever color your spread is going to be. And you can add some green leaves if you want. If you want to get your green markers out, you could totally do that. But this definitely adds the visual texture that sometimes a functional planning system lacks. And I still feel we can go in here with just some dots like that. And then if you want to do even more, you could do what looks like the stars. Those are really easy too. You just do a line and then you do rectangles on each side, and it just makes it look like a little star. And that's it. And then those are my plans for today. This is what I needed. I don't need a vertical spread for today. I need this spread for today. So as promised in the membership video yesterday, I was going to sit down today and just create my layout. This is my layout. This is what I'm going with. I'll take it to work with me this morning. I will check all of this off, and then I will do this at work, and then I'll come home and check this off, and then I've got a little bit more room down here for some notes and thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you are looking at when you see this. Do you like this layout? Are you thinking to yourself, okay, I could absolutely do that. That was not hard at all. That looked really easy. And yeah, let me know down below. I love you. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday. Happy midweek, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.